Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming, and my name is Taco Bowler. Today we continue our run playing as the Kingdom now of Italy, going for a bunch of Rome achievements, and we are currently fighting the remnants of our major war. We have defeated Yugoslavia, we have defeated Greece, we now fight Romania and Turkey, and both are on their back legs. And this is going to be key. If we can get across this strait, we can get a navy in here, and we can start operations in this area, and we can really start to hammer and destroy the people here, and that is what we are capable of doing. So now we should be able to get across that strait. I have my gigantic old fleet head for there, and meanwhile I'm going to have you charge on out of that position and try and meet this line. Now it's important that this army could come down here, but I want to launch the naval invasion I've been planning forever, so I'm going to have them get off of that. I'm going to have you extend there, you extend here. So that should cut off, actually, Western Turkey is what gets cut off here, because their capital's out east. So it's actually Western Turkey that gets cut off here. So that's intriguing. And you're now in the Black Sea, and we have naval supremacy in the Black Sea. And with that, our naval invasion is launched. I probably should have put the 8 troops back on, back on it here. But that's okay here. Hungary has renounced the Treaty of Renan, or whatever it is called. We need a lot more guns. That's what we need. Alright, so we can preserve army traditions, which would give us division organization, recovery rate, and defense, and would lead down toward division defense on toward core territory, etc. Or we can do a bandits war, which gives us speed and organization loss when moving, gives us mechanized benefits, leads to cavalry attack. I think I would preserve our army traditions, although this is intriguing over here. I'm going to actually we're going to preserve some army traditions for now. There are many ideas floating around these days about new ways to wage war. While some of these are probably have some merit, the foundation of any successful army has not changed since the days of Caesar. Discipline, individual courage, and capable leadership, and we're only at 36%. Goodness. I hope that we can find eventually some way to increase that faster than banning some parties, because I don't have the stability for that. Alright, well, first off, we need all of you here. Stop. Stop. Oh, right. This is not EU4. Never mind. So we're going to try to bring them out here and begin to shorten our lines of attack that are ever so important, as Turkey is all but gone. We need some manpower, something fierce. We're going to have success here. You can see Romania here is pretty well lined up against us, which not great. So I'm going to actually begin the process of creating a new navy invasion. And I think I want there. It's not going to have anyone on it. Not yet. Why is no one assigned to this? Come on. This should not be a difficult fight.
Non fermatevi! Attento! Formazione! Avanzate!
Yeah, you can fight over here. I know we have very low supply, but still, this should not be a difficult fight. Alright, so yeah, we're going to get that basic dual-purpose battery. And eventually we will create a new destroyer based off of that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take Trabzon. Try, at least. Continuing to have problems understanding orders. I think Turkey's beginning to delete its forces. Beginning of the end for them. Pockets everywhere. Should be the end of the end for them, but they're still holding on somehow, some way, for some reason. Why, I do not know. How, I do not know. We'll pick up some victory points here in the east. And any day now, we'll take Turkey.
Pronto, signore.
Swing back around here, please. You swing in there. There it is. Select all states. Select all navy. A lot of stuff, more score than we have, but that does not matter.
Comandi.
Invasion is still preparing, takes 70 days. Did they patch that out? That's terrible. I think they patched that out. Well, that's a horrible idea. Why did you do that? Alright, well, we'll do our 3 invasions then. 1, 2, 3. 3 there. 3 there.
Sì, signore.
3 there.
Ordini?
Yeah, 11 divisions there. 8 divisions there. Kind of curious how the supply is actually holding up over here. Not great. Even with all of that. Supply is not great. Our operatives. Let's read out some resistance up here with you, and I'm going to put you in Bessarabia. And I think this is going to be okay. 21 days. Now we have some dockyards free. As they can't deploy. That's fine. You know, I'm just going to let the dockyards be free for now. I think that we always want that. We're almost at enough to increase our manpower, which is the next goal that I had. Hopefully. And then we're just gonna set up. We're hoping to pincer maneuver the entire Kingdom of Romania, and we'll call it good. Approved medium battery is completed. Go for the rest of the 1939, right? Industry? Yeah. We're just pushing way ahead on that. There we go. We can now increase to extensive conscription. That should get us some manpower eventually. And we are ready. We launch our Navy invasions. Hopefully they are successful. And then we'll worry about the next stuff. Army leaders. That requires a major country, which we can't get yet. So but this gives me leader experience gain, which I definitely need for that one achievement. So our armies must always be led by the most capable officers available. It is imperative that we create a steady flow of new and competent officers to maintain the advantage. Sure. It's also imperative that we get some flow of guns, maybe?
Avanzate!
Alright, of all of you, I want half of you right there. The rest of them we're going to attempt to go help the rest of these invasions. Now the mountains are up in the north. So I think once this one wins, we'll bring these guys on up. That one's pretty well won. There it is won. I'm going to have them create a front line up there, and I want them to push through up north. You get there, get there, and go. Hey, there we go. Now I will eventually have the artillery in the line, so no. Alright, we've taken the lands. Yay! Alright, so everything delete. all 21 here. And I want you mostly to focus south. But be pressing. And we're going to have you all go in here. And again, we're going to be focusing on the south. And Romania should crumble under this attack. Oh, and meanwhile, let's bring you all up here. We're going to bring you all... we'll bring you here. Have you focused in the Eastern Balkans. So we will just crumble them. And then we'll figure out what we're doing beyond that. And do everything we need to do. Because we're in January, almost in January of 1939. I assume the Germans are slowed down somewhat. Yeah, they've done Sudetenland. They have not done the rest of Czechoslovakia. Yeah, we're almost up on manpower. We're way down on guns still, but that's okay. We will fix that as we go forward. And those can't lose anybody. We'll fix the guns as we go forward. We'll put a lot into that. It won't be an issue, I don't think. It's amazing to me that Bucharest is falling so late. But it was a good plan, I think. That's what that's saying. Yeah, we're just about caught up on manpower. That's a good thing. So we will be entering into a time of peace due to the massive amount of world tension that we have generated. There's not much else we could do but have peace.
Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore.
Please keep pushing.
Pronto, signore.
Just keep pushing. I suspect that when their capital falls, they'll fall, but maybe not. That's a lot of war support remaining. Maybe not. There it is, so it was the case. So. Alright, we're going to select all. We are going to take all of their navy. It's just screening ships, but I don't care. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do at all, but that's okay. That's okay. I wanted to puppet it. Probably can still do that, can't I? Release nation as a puppet. Italian Romania. Excellent. So, now, fast planner.
Pronto.
Ooh, does that mean you're level 4? You're level 5 now. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So now I got to figure out what we're going to do. I think what I'm planning on doing is that I will eventually join the Allies, or not join the Allies. I will join in the war against the Allies. Now I'm going to set up a naval invasion of the east coast of Spain for reasons. And that'll become clear later. But I will eventually be joining that fight, so I think that's what I have to set up for. And try and make happen. So part of this is going to be getting that number high. They're up. So I guess I could spend some here for some of this, can't I? Raid. We've got some stability to work with now, so I think that it's safe to do that. Now I'm going to have them all merge together, and then I'll play with the fleets. Meanwhile, everyone can now hold. We do not need to have anything moving. We shall see if we wind up keeping the old navy or not. Meanwhile, cruiser's fine. Light cruiser's fine, but that destroyer hull, we need a new destroyer. Instead of this, I want the dual purpose main battery 2. Have I gotten a new depth charge yet? No. Haven't increased the torpedo launcher, so that is what I wish. Constructing beyond what we're getting here. That could actually be done here. If I wanted. But no, we're gonna get some fuel. And it will be okay. But yeah, we need to get this moving on up as quick as we can. As quick as we can. Because now this is when we're actually wasting some time, some precious time. In fact, I may give up on the Spanish quite yet. We really need that. Need the Spanish. What is this? We gain a claim, right? Yeah, we just gain claims. And a war goal. That's fine. France, yet another reactionary democracy of the West, who at every moment seeks to hinder the advance and often endanger the very existence of the Italian people. We go to battle for the good of Italy and the future of the empire. I think quite obviously. We don't declare war on France immediately. But I think some resistance suppression might move us. Some continued resistance suppression in these lovely areas that we have conquered for the moment. Will do us well. What we need to make sure we're taking is that. And indeed, we need this. Now they are ungrouped. Is there a way to group them? The death of the Pope! There is a new Pope in charge. So I think as soon as we get to 50, we're going to do some anti-democratic raids. And we're going to try to get this to go up even more. We have a daily change of 0.09 now. Try to get this up as quick as we can. And we're going to continue this industry focus. And obviously right now, all of our planes are going here.
Ordini.
And do it that way. That'll put 11 down here. And we'll see who
Comandi.
actually has the end here.
Pronto all'azione.
I don't think you're going to succeed in taking that, but try.
Comandi.
At least get ready for it, right? That's going to be the goal. Just put one more on cruiser. Put a bunch on destroyer. It will be fine. Alright, so we can move this back to 0, and that will give us the extra factory we can put to Germany. For that, solid. All the way up to 43.6 now. Is what it is what it is. Get out of the shadow, Mussolini! I can't until I get to 50. There's more I could do, but requires even more political power, and I don't think there's any other focuses to give me any of that. Okay, so once Savoy is there, we can just demand Ticino from Switzerland. We don't have to necessarily go to war for that, provided they give it to us. Which, who knows what they would do with that. I think it would behoove us to go down this factory line here while we're waiting. After getting our war goal, necessary war goal with the Allies. Because we're going to eventually need to have that. For sure. And I'm assuming that Bulgaria's little focus that sometimes causes some major problems will come to me as the leader of the faction, and I can tell them to go away. Because we do need this area. I believe we need Greece. Not necessarily Bulgaria, but we need Greece. And we only need the coast. We don't need all of France or London anymore. We just need the coast for Rome, if I am understanding things correctly. Which is why I'm so focused on trying to take this quickly, because otherwise we have to join the faction with Germany in order to attack Vichy France without winding up at war with Germany, and that would be a problem because that would be one of the achievements failed. And at this point I probably would just go ahead and fail that achievement if we had to go that way, because that one seems like it could be done with other things. Yeah, that one just seems like it could be done with other things. But yeah, I guess you never know. Alright, let's expand some steel mills. Since we have 30 some odd days before we would need to hit the button on any of these again, but hopefully we shouldn't have to worry about that here. So there is the fate of Czechoslovakia. They've already demanded Memel, so it's very possible they'll be at war here very, very quickly. Portugal! Yes! We'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to try and find a 35-day one. I know I just talked about getting this, but that's 70 days. It would behoove me to get a 35-day one, I think. So we're going to come over here, I guess, and steel industry. That's 35 days. That'll work. Brescia small arms industry. Italian small arms are famous throughout the entire world for their high quality, but we must also ensure that they have sufficient supply of the most modern types of weapons if we wish to ensure that our soldiers can best any enemy on the field. Yeah, we're closing in on being successful there. I'm gonna go ahead and change that to a 21 width with some artillery just for a little bit there. But I'm going to stop this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time.